It was one of the worst day crashes in stock market history. Facebook's parent company, Meta, dropping more than 26% last week. That is more than $230 billion in market share value, the largest single-day drop for a U.S. company ever.
And we want to bring in now a congressman who represents California's 17th congressional district, located in the heart of Silicon Valley. There he is with that smiling face. He has a new book out. He's the author of this book. It's called Dignity in a Digital Age. Representative Khanna, sir, thank you for being back here with us. And you heard Robach mentioning all that value that the company lost in a single day. This is a company, Meta, that owns Facebook, that you say should be broken up. You have been advocating for this in the first place. And if they break up, that means you have now WhatsApp and Instagram that would be separate companies. This is a huge, huge company. What benefit is that to a WhatsApp user or an Instagram user or a Facebook user? How does that benefit us if this company is split up?
Well, it gives us more options for public discourse. I mean, imagine if there was only one television station, if there was only ABC. You may like that, but most people would want more options. And I think we want more options for social media. We shouldn't just have Facebook and Twitter. And let's have more competition with WhatsApp, Instagram, and frankly, other social media companies.
Congressman, you also say that Facebook had a role in the January 6th insurrection and that other Meta apps like Facebook and Instagram have contributed to misinformation in general. But how do you regulate, legislate that, and balance it with the freedom of speech issue?
It's a great question. I think at the very least, we ought to not allow incitement of violence. Here was my problem. Before January 6th, on Facebook, there were people saying specifically that they wanted to kill lawmakers with a specific time in a specific place. Now, let me again say that would never be allowed on ABC or broadcast television, but there should be no place on social media for speech that incites violence, and that ought to be removed. They ought to have an obligation to report that. That's not currently the law. Section 230 gives these companies way too much protection.
You speak of, again, we mentioned your book, Dignity in a Digital Age. You talk about democratizing the digital economy, essentially taking Silicon Valley to Topeka or Little Rock or other places around the country. How exactly do we do what you're suggesting that we should do?
Well, we've got a great example. Intel is opening up a new semiconductor manufacturing fab right near Columbus, Ohio. They're going to create 3,000 manufacturing jobs, 7,000 construction jobs. So the tech jobs, 25 million digital jobs by 2025. These aren't just the jobs of go become a software engineer at Google. These are the jobs in new manufacturing, in new retail. And we need to make sure that they're not just in Silicon Valley, New York, or Austin. $11 trillion of market value in my district, even with Meta having fallen. We need to see that there's opportunities for modern wealth generation in communities across America.
Congressman, you're on the House Armed Services Committee. We just saw President Putin there at the Beijing Olympics. At the same time, we just heard President Biden say that Russia could attack, invade Ukraine at any point in time. What are you expecting or anticipating over the next few weeks? And are we doing enough as a nation to stop that invasion?
I believe President Biden is doing a very good job. He has made it clear that any invasion would be illegal and immoral. He has said that there will be very, very severe financial sanctions if Putin were to take that kind of step. And he has Secretary of State Blinken trying to come to a negotiated compromise. No one wants war in Ukraine. There can be negotiation. And the Olympics hopefully gives us some time because it's unlikely, though still possible, that Putin would make a move during the Olympics.
Well, we certainly appreciate your time. Congressman Khanna, thanks for being on the program. We appreciate it, and have a great day.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.